Hey, everybody, welcome back to Whiteboard Finance. My name is Marco, and I'm here to help you master your money and build your wealth. By age 30, if you want to be ahead financially, you must master the skills that we're going to talk about in this video. Most people, they waste their 20s and then they wake up in their 30s. But if you focus on these principles now, you'll be 10 years ahead of your peers. I'll give you 12 skills to work on with action steps for each one. Let's get into it. So I thought about shooting this video in front of the whiteboard, but I think it's just easier if I just talk to you because I'm at the point of life where I do have some real world experience. This is going to be a little bit more conversational than anything. So number one is network with people. So your ability to succeed is often tied with who you know, not what you know. That's why you need to surround yourself with the people that you want to be like, okay? Those who push to improve you. So you are the average of the 5 people you hang out with the most. I know that's cliche, and I know that's been beaten to death, but it's the God's honest truth, okay? If you hang out with 5 losers, you're going to become a loser. You hang out with 5 people that are good people, ambitious, you're going to become that, okay? So attend industry events. If you are a young professional or a working professional, I'm assuming you're in your 20s watching this, reach out to mentors, attend industry events, and build meaningful relationships early. This is how you get better jobs and move your career forward. Number 2 is avoid lifestyle creep. Okay, so social media makes it easy to fall into this trap. You're keeping up with the Joneses. So many of those that appear to be rich are actually in debt, and it's just the veneer of a lifestyle. Check out this tweet here. This person is talking about how all his peers they have payments on everything, jet skis, homes, cars, you name it, right? So live below your means and invest the difference. You don't have to be rice and beans. You don't have to be some miser who's super cheap and no one likes. You don't have to be all those things, right? But you have to have some sort of golden middle that you live by. So remember that your long-term goal is financial freedom instead of flexing for strangers, if that makes sense. So live below your means and invest the difference. So every time you get a raise, for example, increase your savings and investments. And that way you don't have to adjust your lifestyle up and to the right. You can kind of keep it the same, but invest more, if that makes sense. Number 3, become marketable. So your income is directly tied to the value that you bring to the marketplace. So when you develop high income skills, this could be anything like science, technology, engineering, math, software development, sales, copywriting, investing even. The more skills you have, the more leverage you create for yourself. If you can do things that not a lot of people can do, you're obviously going to be more valuable in the marketplace if that skill is highly valued. So invest in education. You can read books. You can invest in your education, higher education, gain certifications to increase your earning potential. There's a lot of different ways that you can skin this cat. But at the end of the day, you need to find high ROI skills to invest in. You can't just take higher education in underwater basket weaving and think that you're going to make a bunch of money, right? Focus on things with a high ROI. Number 4, this one is super cliche, but I've been talking about it for almost 8 years on this channel, and that's to pay yourself first. So what does that mean? Most people spend first, and then they save what's left over, hoping they have more money at the end of their month, right? Instead of month at the end of their money. So that's backwards. You need to save or invest a portion of your income first, then you can spend it on wants, okay? First things first, then do whatever you want with that money. So set up automatic investments to make it effortless. And you need to automate a certain percentage of your paycheck into savings and investments every month. And don't even think that you have it. Okay, just completely forget about it. Just invest it, save it. It doesn't exist. And then check back 20, 30 years from now. But on that same note, number 5 is that you can't save your way to wealth. Okay, saving is important, but it's not enough. That's why I have all these videos called Savers Are Losers, because it's getting eaten away by inflation. Okay, you can't just stick 100 grand under your mattress and think that 100 grand today is going to buy the same amount of goods and services 30 years from now, right? A Honda Accord is going to cost 70 grand 30 years from now. So inflation eats away at cash sitting in your bank account. The goal is to invest in appreciating assets, things like stocks, real estate, businesses, Bitcoin. Oh, just lost some subscribers, said Bitcoin. So keep an emergency fund, but don't let all your money sit in a savings account, okay? It'll get eaten away by inflation. So number 6, I absolutely hate, but budgeting is a superpower, okay? If you don't control your money, your emotions will. A budget tells your money where to go instead of wondering where it went. What gets measured gets managed, okay? So you have your needs, those are the essentials, and then you have your wants. These things are nice to have. You got to know the difference, right? I like the Porsche 911. It's nice to have, but I don't need it. Okay. So use the 50-30-20 rule. I have a viral video that has millions of views about this. Things have changed. So I have updated it to a new rule, which I came out with about a month and a half ago at the time of this recording. But the 50-30-20 rule, if you're not familiar, is 50% of your budget goes to needs, 30% to wants, 20% to savings and investments. Given the current state of everything, that has changed a little bit. So check out the updated video. Number 7 is building your credit score. So some people say, well, if I don't have debt, why do I need good credit? Or why do I need good credit in general, right? So this is why. So a strong credit score saves you thousands, potentially tens of thousands of dollars in interest over your lifetime. So everyone would love to be able to just plunk down hundreds of thousands of dollars and buy a house with cash, right? Well, that's not the reality for 99% of people, okay? So good credit gets you better loan terms. It'll get you a lower mortgage rate, lower interest rates, better financial opportunities. You can be a co-signer for a kid if you want to, or a family member, which I don't recommend you do, but you'll end up like one of these professional athletes with 30 cell phone bills, 3 car payments. But pay your bills on time, obviously. Keep credit utilization low and don't close old accounts, okay? So even if your credit score is in the 700s, that's still great. 800s is great. You're a rock star. But this will get you the best loans possible. Even if you don't need it, you have it. Okay, number 8 is save for retirement, even if you're young. So your 401k or Roth IRA is a long-term wealth building machine. So if your employer offers a match, okay, and they contribute 50% or 100% of that match, contribute at least up to that match. Okay, that's literally free money. Why wouldn't you do that? So the earlier you start, the less you have to invest later. Remember, time is more important than the amount of money, especially early on. So open a 401k or a Roth IRA today if you haven't. The best time to start was yesterday. The second best time to start is now. Number 9 is become financially literate. Okay, so you don't need to become some macroeconomic guru or some stock market professor, but most people are broke not because they don't make money. It's because they don't understand money. They don't know what to do with it. Okay, they just see the cash in their savings account. They don't know what else to do with it. So let me go buy the $70,000 truck, right? With 84-month payments. So financial literacy is the difference between wealth and living paycheck to paycheck. There's different versions of living paycheck to paycheck. You can make 30 grand a year and live paycheck to paycheck. You can make $3 million a year and live paycheck to paycheck. Okay, it all depends on your money management skills and your lifestyle inflation. So check out the books, The Psychology of Money and Rich Dad, Poor Dad. Learn the rules of the game, and those 2 books are a great way to start. Number 10 is earn more, spend less. Okay, so this goes back to the conversation of lifestyle inflation. So cutting your expenses helps, but there's only so much you can cut, okay? So your income, however, is unlimited. So think of there's a finite floor to cutting expenses because you still need to pay certain things, right, that you need to live, but your income potential has no ceiling, okay? It's unlimited. So find ways to earn more. You can start a side hustle. That's what this channel was. This channel, it wasn't even a hustle. It was just a creative outlet for me, okay? You can negotiate a raise at work if you don't want to do something else, or you can build a business, which is the hardest, but it's the most rewarding. So the action step here is to challenge yourself. So how can you make an extra $500 this month and then try and scale it? If it's selling water at a park, right? If it's, whatever, just figure something out that works. Test and fail often, and then scale it. Okay, number 11 is important because now we're getting a little bit deeper than just the save more than you spend. 1 + 1 = 2. Everyone knows that. So number 11 is know your savings rate. Okay, your savings rate is the actual number. This is the key to financial freedom. It's simple. So you take your income minus expenses divided by your income as the denominator, and that's your savings rate. So for example, if you make $3,500 in a month and you save $2,000, your savings rate is 57%. So track your savings rate monthly and aim to increase it over time. Reasonably. Don't become rice and beans, no life loser, cheap guy. Just be normal, okay? And finally, number 12 is understand different investment accounts. You'll be surprised at how many different types of accounts are out there, especially if you own a business. That opens up a whole new world. So different accounts have different tax advantages. So you have tax deferred accounts, okay? And then you have tax exempt accounts. Okay, these are both tax advantaged, but one is deferred, one is exempt. So tax deferred would be like 401k, traditional IRA. This delays your taxes until you withdraw from them years, maybe decades down the road. And then you have tax exempt. This is your Roth IRA, your Roth 401k. These are funded with after tax dollars, but they grow tax free. So for example, in your Roth IRA, let's say I contribute $7,000 in 2025. I wake up in 2055, 30 years later, and that $7,000 has grown to, let's say for easy numbers, $50,000, right? And I haven't touched it once. I can go in 2055 and take out all that money as long as I'm 59 and a half, and there'll be no penalty, and I can take that out tax-free. So understand which accounts make sense for you, and then use them to maximize your tax advantage. Okay, so those are my 12 money skills that you need to master by age 30 if you want to be financially ahead of your peers, okay? It's not about being ahead. It's not a competition, okay? Just focus on yourself. Only worry about, put your oxygen mask on first, okay? So I want to know, which are you already working on out of these 12? So let me know in the comments. And if you got value from this video, as always, hit the like button, subscribe, turn on notifications, share it with 3 friends. Remember, work hard, work smart, make your money work for you. See you in the next video. And as always, have a prosperous day. Spend less than you earn. Mind-blowing advice. Buy my course, 3 easy payments of $9.97.